Hi, everybody. This week we're talking about genetics beyond Mendel, things that do not follow those first rules that Mendel discovered when he was experimenting with pea plants. We're going to talk about some alleles are not dominant or recessive, and many traits are controlled by more than one gene. We call these polygenic traits. So Mendel discovered the principle of dominance. He said tall alleles are dominant to short alleles, and pea plants with pink flowers are dominant to white flowers. But not all animals and plants follow those rules. For instance, this example of snapdragon flowers, the red flower is incompletely dominant to the white flower. So when we get a heterozygous plant, one with a capital and a lowercase, they mix. Instead of one covering up the other, they mix and we get an intermediate form, a new color, pink. So today we're going to explain the difference between incomplete dominance and codominance. This chart is on your notes checkup sheet. You can fill that in as you watch this or by looking at the notes page that was published. So in incomplete dominance, this is the first form that we're going to talk about. Neither allele is dominant. One doesn't cover up the other. They mix. So when two different alleles are present, a new intermediate or middle phenotype is created, and that is a middle form. Red plus white makes pink, or straight hair plus curly hair equals wavy hair. So if neither allele is dominant, when the two alleles are present, we get curly plus straight equals wavy. They mix. 4 o'clock flowers do the same thing. They're incompletely dominant. The red doesn't cover up the white doesn't cover up the red. They mix and we get a new pink flower. So when a homozygous red combines with a homozygous white, we get RW using two capitals because they are both dominant. Neither is fully dominant, and they mix. Here's the Punnett square for that. You can see the red flower, RR, puts its alleles right here. The white flowers, alleles go here. They combine to form RW, which is pink. Only in incomplete dominance. Incomplete. It is not completely covered up by a dominant. Andalusian chickens do the same thing. If incomplete dominance happens, we have a black, which is incompletely dominant, a white, which is incompletely dominant. And what we get as their offspring is a gray, sometimes it's called blue, chicken. I've had blue Shetland sheepdogs for many years, and they are genetically distinct from both parents. They have both the black gene and the white gene, but neither covers up the other. They mix. So here's another example. Here's the Punnett square for the Andalusian chicken. You get the black, both uppercase. This is a dominant gene, but it's incompletely dominant. It does not cover up the white. So you get your white, your black with their homozygous genotypes, and the speckled or the blue chicken with the heterozygous. It's got both genes and both genes show up, but neither one is dominant to the other. We're going to stop the incomplete dominance video here. The next video will be on codominance.